Okay, so get this. Researchers used a deactivated MRI machine to treat things like ADHD and
You're
anxiety.
a deactivated MRI machine.
Yeah, like it wasn't even plugged in.
Wow.
They were studying the placebo effect and how our beliefs can actually impact our health.
That's really interesting.
It is, right. So we're going to be diving into this McGill University study today, and it all revolves around something called accessory-assisted placebos.
Hmm.
Never heard of that?
Me neither. But it basically means using something external, like in this case, this fake MRI machine, to enhance the placebo effect.
Ah, okay.
So McGill University, pretty prestigious, right?
Oh, yeah, top-notch research institution.
Exactly. And they have this lab there, the RAS lab. They focus on how the mind and body interact.
Right, the mind-body connection.
Yeah, things like suggestion, you guessed it, the placebo effect.
I'm starting to see where this is going.
So the researchers wanted to see if they could basically trick people's brains into healing themselves.
By using this broken MRI machine. Well, yeah, but it's more than that. They really went all out to make the whole experience super convincing.
Like what?
Okay, so picture this. You walk into this lab, and there's this long hallway. You wait for a while, building up anticipation, and then you're greeted by this, like, super official-looking nurse.
Okay, starting to get a little creepy.
Right. And then they put you in this MRI machine, which, remember, is totally deactivated. But they've got all these realistic sounds playing, like the whirring and the beeping.
So they really wanted people to believe it was a real deal.
Exactly. They even showed them these old MRI scan images, like they were analyzing their brain activity.
Wow, talk about setting the stage.
Oh, and I forgot to mention, they called this whole elaborate setup neuroenchantment.
Neuroenchantment.
Yeah, basically getting people to believe in the power of neuroscience, like really believe it.
Clever?
Right. So the big question is, did it work?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like, did they actually manage to trick people's brains into healing?
Well, to find out, they focused on 3 kids with different conditions. Yeah, they worked with the parents, obviously, who knew it was a placebo.
Okay, that makes sense.
But the kids, they had no clue.
Interesting.
So there's Malaya. She was 12 and had eczema and this skin-picking disorder.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, and then there was Nicholas, also 12, and he suffered from these really bad migraines.
Migraines are the worst.
Tell me about it. And then there was Nathan. He was 9 and had ADHD and impulse control issues.
So a range of conditions.
Yeah, and none of them had found much relief from conventional treatments.
So they were looking for alternative solutions.
This is where, really?
So how did Mindfield get involved with all this?
Well, they actually played a pretty big role. They helped to prep the kids for the study, like, building up the excitement.
Ah, so kind of like priming them for the placebo effect?
Exactly. They had these YouTubers that the kids recognized talking about this incredible machine that could, like, teach their brains to heal super fast.
I can see how that would be effective, especially for kids.
Oh, yeah, totally.
So it wasn't just about the fake MRI itself. It was the whole experience. The anticipation, the environment, the YouTubers, all of it.
Yeah, like a perfectly orchestrated performance.
And all designed to make them believe in the power of this machine.
Exactly. So during these sham scans, the researchers gave each kid these specific suggestions tailored to their condition.
Like what kind of suggestions?
Well, for Malaya, it was all about relaxation and building confidence, to help with the skin picking.
Makes sense.
And for Nicholas, the suggestions focused on reducing his migraine pain.
Okay, and what about Nathan?
For Nathan, it was all about improving focus and impulse control, helping him to think before acting.
So they really personalized the approach.
Yeah, and get this, they even gave the kids these smartwatches.
Smartwatches?
Yeah, they were programmed to send these little reminders throughout the day, like, your brain is healing, just reinforcing those suggestions.
That's actually a really cool idea.
Right. So even though the machine was fake, they created this whole ecosystem around it to make the experience feel real and impactful.
It's amazing how much our beliefs can shape our reality.
It really is. But the big question is, did they see any actual results?
Yeah, like, did any of this actually work?
Well, that's what we're going to find out. But first, a quick break.
Okay, drum roll, please. The results are in.
Hit me with it.
All right, so Malaya, the girl with the eczema and the skin picking.
Yeah, what happened?
Her skin picking went down, like way down, and she even said she felt more confident.
Wow, that's incredible.
I know, right? And Nicholas, the one with the migraines.
Yeah, did those horrible migraines go away?
Completely gone.
No way.
I'm serious, his neurologist even confirmed it.
That's amazing.
It really is. And then there was Nathan, the little guy with ADHD and impulse control problems.
Yeah, did the placebo help him at all?
His mom sent in a video update, And she said he's doing so much better, like thinking before he acts and stuff, regulating his emotions.
Wow, so even though the machine was fake, they got real results.
It just shows you the power of the mind.
Hmm.
If you believe something strongly enough, it can actually have a physical effect on your body.
That's pretty mind-blowing.
It is. And get this, they didn't just do this with kids. They did a similar study with adults.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this time they told these college students that the deactivated MRI could read their minds.
Wait, what? Mind reading? How'd they pull that off?
Okay, so they had them pick a number, any number between 10 and 99, and then they had them lie in the sham scanner, the fake one.
Uh-huh.
And they used all sorts of tricks. Like they had this neuroscientist who was also, get this, a professional magician.
No way!
I'm serious. And they used these old MRI images and some stagecraft to basically convince these students that the machine was reading their thoughts. Like it could tell what number they picked.
That's insane. Did anyone catch on?
Well, eventually they told them the truth, and most of them were like, wait, what?
Yeah.
You tricked us. But here's the thing. A lot of them, even after they knew it was a trick, they still said they felt something, like they felt the power of suggestion.
That's wild. So even knowing it's a placebo doesn't necessarily make it ineffective.
Exactly. It's like once that seed of belief is planted, it can be really hard to shake.
So if this works on humans, do you think it could work on animals too?
There's some evidence that suggests it could. Like, there's this one study where they gave dogs with epilepsy a placebo pill, and they saw a reduction in seizures, similar to what they saw with the real medication.
Wait, so you're telling me dogs can experience the placebo effect?
It's not fully understood, but
Yeah.
one theory is that it's a learned association. They connect the vet visit, the pills, the human care with feeling better.
So even if it's a sugar pill, the dog still associates it with positive things and their body responds accordingly.
Something like that. It's pretty amazing.
It is, but all this talk about deception and tricking people's brains, it does make you wonder about the ethical implications, right?
Yeah, you're right. It's a valid concern. But in this case, the researchers were very transparent with the parents, and they emphasized the whole self-healing aspect to the kids.
So they weren't trying to pull a fast one on them. They were trying to show them the power of their own minds.
Exactly. It was more about empowering them than deceiving them.
I can get behind that. So what about the lasting effects of this? Like, do the benefits stick around even after people know it's a placebo?
That's the crazy part. Sometimes they do. Studies have shown that even when people find out they've been given a placebo, the positive effects can actually continue.
Really? Even when the illusion is shattered?
It seems like the experience itself can teach people how to access those inner resources for healing and change.
So it's like they learn to believe in their own ability to heal, and that belief becomes its own kind of medicine.
Yeah, like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Exactly. That's incredible. So we might actually be able to train our minds to be healthier.
That's what this research suggests, and that's pretty exciting, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. It's like we've only just scratched the surface of what our minds are capable of.
There's so much more to explore.
Well, on that note, we've reached the end of our deep dive into the power of suggestion and the placebo effect. This McGill study has given us a lot to think about, hasn't it?
It really has. It's amazing to think that something as simple as belief can have such a profound impact on our well-being,
It makes you wonder what other possibilities are out there just waiting to be discovered.
and what we might be capable of achieving if we could harness the full potential of our minds.
Exactly. So until next time, keep those minds open and keep exploring. I mean, it's incredible, isn't it? A fake MRI machine
Yeah,
and people getting better. It just shows you how powerful belief can be.
it really does. Like we
Yeah.
have this untapped potential inside us.
And we're just starting to understand it.
Exactly. There's so much we don't know.
Well, if you're as fascinated by all this as I am, you'll definitely want to check out the show notes.
Yeah, we got links to more info about the McGill research.
And some other cool stuff about the placebo effect. It's a rabbit hole worth exploring.
Definitely.
So that's it for today, our deep dive into the power of suggestion, the placebo effect, and the amazing healing power that we all might have within us.
It's been a wild ride.
It has. Thanks for joining us, and remember, keep those minds open and keep exploring.